Hi friends. I guess you hear this wonderful sound of this bowl. It's really nice. So I do this slide because some of you may know that with Maria Candida Gentile we are in a collaboration with my perfume, with the body lotion and the gel, and this really nice eau de parfum. It's not perfume, it's eau de parfum, made by Maria Candida, with using only natural molecules, no chemicals, no synthetic. So some of you may know the story. Like by chance, I discovered about Maria Candida when I was shooting at Malibu on the beach, and a friend of her was there, and we started to speak, and a couple of years later, this came like 2 years ago. 2 years ago at spring, and we decided to collaborate to raise money for the orphanage that I'm supporting in Nepal, in Kathmandu. And Maria Candida really did amazing, because she did this really with her heart, like all the perfume. But I never been really curious, because at the beginning, before creating this one, we did some collaboration punctually on some of other perfume that she has, Eau de Parfum. But I never had the idea to test, to try all of them. So I discovered recently on her website that she had the samples of all the perfume. Alors, perfume are white. She has 5 perfume extract, and one is this like that. But all of these colors are all the eau de parfum, and I'm discovering them. I'm totally amazed, because Yazemeenah eau de parfum is really nice, really fresh, citrusy, that brings to elevation. But it's a mine of treasure. So if some of you don't know what to choose, I think it's worth to order the kit of samples. Because you can try and see. I discovered amazing essences. I really don't know. I will not be able to choose. And so having these can help to change and to see how you live with the perfume. And this can be also a very beautiful gift. You see, like this, the person, if you don't know what to offer to someone, you can bring, it comes in a beautiful package, and you can have all these samples that are, the little samples that we know, but these being natural molecules, they can age very well. I have some of the perfumes we did the collaboration at the beginning when we've been in touch together like 4 years ago, and they are still good. They don't turn bad. This is absolutely amazing. What I did also with the 3 or 4 different perfume eau de parfum that I have, I mix them. I create a new one regarding following my inspiration, and I mix them, and as they are natural molecules, they mix very well. So it's quite fun to play also with these, and to go and let guided and do something maybe more personalized, like you like in the moment. So I'm really happy. I don't understand why I have not thought about that earlier to do this, because this is a treasure, really. So this is on, all these products are on the website of Maria Candida Gentile. I'm not selling them. I also try, because you know I use oil, organic oil for my face, but I also try a line of rose ingredient for the face. So there is the milk to skin, to clean the skin. I love it also like that. And there is the serum. And there is, I forgot to take it, the micellar water. And it's really, really nice. So always natural ingredients. So the rose is really the rose. It's really smell rose, very fresh. Not, you know, sometimes the rose can be a little bit like past, you know, like not really smelling good, but this is amazing. And there is the oil, for massage oil, that I love a lot. I tried it yesterday. I put it on my face. I think it's for the body, but I loved so much. I put it on my face and I did massage on my face and my bust like that, my torso, and I really loved it. It has some citrusy lavender, a lot of lavender, and it's really, really nice. So these are also really great products. You will not be deceived at all. And what I wanted to tell you is that a lot of things. So I wanted to tell you to be curious, because I'm like, how come since 4 years I'm in touch with Maria, I never thought to go check on the website and think of taking the samples. I was like, where I was during this time, you know, it's like, so I said, I'm really always curious about everything. Why have I not done that before? I guess it was because it was not the time. So nothing is missed, you know, but it's that I wanted to take the opportunity of this live to tell you to be curious. Be curious. Don't be scared of the unknown, and try to go towards the unknown like a child, you know, like if you imagine the unknown with something amazingly beautiful, there are chances that this is what you're going to find. If you imagine the unknown very frightening, there are chances that you will be in situation that can be not really pleasant. I am at an age where I experiment that, you know, during my life, all experiences. And I saw the evolution of my mindset, of my way to use my mind. I saw that at the beginning, when I was very young, sometimes if a situation was frightening to me or I was a little bit had apprehension, I was avoiding the thing. But you know, I realized that sometimes the things I was like a little bit reluctant to go, when I was doing it, it was nothing so extraordinary, difficult. So more I grew, more I aged, and more I decided to go straight to the point, to go on something else. I decided that I'm not obliged to see situation that I'm not used to, that can be challenging, like something bad. I realized that in fact there were always like a kind of, I don't know how you call this in English, you know, you step to spring, like a spring, where you step on something to get some pulse and to go forward. And I realized that this challenging time, what I thought challenging, that is heavy, that is administration task, or all these things, in fact they were there to stimulate my ability to be like a spring. you know, to be like going, flowing, and doing it with a kind of happiness, and especially when it's done, you know, and feeling the benefits of that, the energy that is coming stronger from that. Like a feeling of fulfillment as well. And wow, feeling stronger, to have done something that was at first sight like a mountain, or something that you go not really happy to go, but finally when it's done, it's like, okay, it was just to show me that I was able to go through that differently, and that I can even have benefits of that. So this is something that I wanted to share, because I had some messages of people asking me, how do I do to be at peace? And when you do that, you be at peace, because you don't avoid the confrontation or the situation, or you postpone to, you know, you can plan. Me, I don't, there are things I'm not really happy to go in, you know, like wanting or this kind of thing. So I prepare myself days in advance. I say, okay, that day I do that. And every day when the day comes closer, I give me a reminder, very kind to myself, and say, you have only 2 days now to do that, and you're going to do that. And like that, somewhere I'm prepared, and it's less heavy. It's like it's almost half done, you know. So this is something I notice that works very well for me. And it's like when you're going to have, you know, something done in your body. For example, you're going to have a surgery. I notice, and this I did instinctively, because I think deep inside of me, I know, as I've always been fascinated by the human body, and I always had a kind of intimate relation with my body, like a friend, you know, appreciating so much his ability to carry me everywhere, to make me enjoy things of my daily life. So when for example, I was going to have work on my teeth, or I was preparing my body. I was speaking to him like I can speak to a pet or a friend, and say, you know, I'm gonna have that. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be maybe hurting a little, but you're gonna be okay. And I would love you to collaborate with me. So it's like this silent language, you know, and to prepare my body also to don't be at shock, to don't be to be okay to go with it, because he's prepared. I remember once I had a kind of thing that was weird, coming always at the same place on my belly, a kind of little pimple, and it was going away and coming back. And one day, I don't know for what, I was in a medical office, and I said, do you have a dermatologist? And say, yeah, sure, there is someone here. I said, you know, I would love to know, the baby Coyote is there. They are so thirsty. They come to drink several times a day. He's watching me. Oh, it's so beautiful. He's in the shade, and this is a baby one. It's a pup. And that's amazing. Yeah, he's coming closer. Oh my goodness, he's coming here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. He's there. I don't know if you can see him. I think he's going to go to the water pond. Oh, there is another one. Oh, there are 2 now. Oh, let's see if I can show you. I don't know if they're going to come this way. I don't know if you're going to... I cannot open because I think I'm going to scare them. Because under that tree here, there is a vessel with water. Actually, there are some squirrel or birds that are... Oh, he's here. Look, do you see the coyote? He's right there. He's going to go to the water, I'm almost sure. Oh, yes, there are 2. Maybe you see them. Maybe you can see them now. The rabbit escapes. Yeah, he's watching me. There are 2 here. I guess you see them. You're going to come and drink here. They are so thirsty. Their mouth is totally open. Yes, he's come to drink. I think maybe you see. Do you see them? Yeah, he's drinking. Oh, poor them. It's very hot outside. I don't know if they stay in the shade. The other one may come as well. And now he's hidden because he saw me, so he hid himself. I don't know if you see them. It's there. Oh, so thirsty. I think I have to feel twice a day now. Yeah. Yeah, so let me go back to my seat there. Yeah, so you see, it's about that. It's a question of mindset. The way you think, the way you see things, gonna make them easier or more difficult. And it's when you prepare your body for a very important intervention, it's really important to speak to your body, to tell we're going to do this procedure. Don't be scared. This can be painful, but it's going to be okay. And I trust that you're going to do your job. I do like that, you know. Some people can think it's a little bit weird, but it works for me. And, it's like, it makes me remember something when I was learning, was in training of symbolization with Marge Reddington. Marge was a nurse before, working with children with catastrophic illnesses. And she was explaining to the little children to speak to their cells, to open to the needle. Because I experimented this long time ago. I had severe allergies when I was in Paris, and I had to do some injection myself. And it was not pleasant. And sometimes the needle, my body didn't want to have the needle in my, on my belly. So in my skin, it was not going. So when she spoke about that, it made sense. It's like you speak to your cells to open to receive the medicine. And it was working with the children, and it works. So you can do this if you're going to have an extraction of a tooth or anything. And don't see this in something like a mutilation. It's more like a space that is freed to receive something else. Eventually try to see this like a metaphor of something that has no use anymore, but you can, have something new at the place of that coming. Something new, maybe unknown. And so this is something I wanted to share with you. I saw someone was saying about, for the perfume, I think I saw, it's difficult for me to see when you, yes, I have a very beautiful view. Where do you live? Oh, I live in a high desert in Yucca Valley, close to Joshua Tree National Park. It's hot, but it's less hot than in Palm Springs. It should be like today, I don't even know, 107 or 111, something like that. So Fahrenheit for sure. Now you have coyotes too, huh? These are coyotes. When you saw, there were coyotes. It's like wild dogs, or little wolf. They are really miserable these days. It's so hot, very hot. Hey, good morning from Taiwan. It's afternoon here. How are you in Taiwan? I'm going to be close to your country soon. There is something I saw about maybe it's so tiny that to see there, I cannot see like that. So I have to be with the glasses. it's very difficult on the phone for me. But I saw someone was asking about something about the perfume and the product. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna give you information. Oh, how can I order set for somebody in France? But I think you have to go on the website of Maria Candida and you place your order and you mention the address of the person you want to have this sent. It will be easier to send it in France than for us to receive in the US, because there is something with the alcohol product. Actually, this is something I wanted to send, like a bottle at the sea. Maybe someone have an idea or someone knows someone. We were speaking with Maria Candida about founding an agent here in the US for the distribution of her product. So if any of you have an idea or know someone who can be this agent, please let us know. This could be amazing, because this would help a lot people here in the US, on this continent and in Canada and all, because it's very complicated to ship from Italy and it's very expensive. So this could be really amazing if we can find someone that is in this field of business and who could be the distributor of the product of Maria Candida. Oh, my outfit, my outfit is not something very special. It's a tiny camisole and kind of silk linen that I have since, gonna say 20 years, that I bought in sale at Century 21 when I was in New York. And this is a shawl, in fact, that goes with the line of Yazemeenah. It's called warm gray. It's a kind of linen shade, neutral. You see, this is that. So this is the shawl that I'm selling, and this is warm gray with little feather chestnuts. It's a design little feather where you have one shade and a tie-dye. You see, like, all around there is a tie-dye. So this is my outfit and my bracelet. So if you want the catalogs for the shawl and the bracelet, I can send them to you. And for Maria Candida, you can go on her website. I'm going to put the link here under the video. And you can, I think there is a contact, so you can ask her the best way to have, a gift sent to someone in France. France, it's easy. I know it's easy to send in France. So I hope this can help. But this, why I have not done this earlier? I'm amazed. I love mine, but these are really amazing. And the funny thing is that, as they are not chemicals, you can scent one and after scent another one, smell another one. It doesn't make you feeling bad because they are all natural. So, it's wonderful. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I don't know if you have questions. You can always, send them to me by private message. I answer to all the private messages, and also, as I said, since a couple of months, a little bit more, I started to do a private session that I call like intuitive listening, when someone is with something that really would love to share. That is very, like something challenging in a life. And it's quite interesting because the fact to listen to the person, this is a wonder of the vibration of the voice, because the voice is a reflection of the entity, of the essence of the person. And if there is something that is like something difficult, something where the person is tired, something that the person is, in trouble for something, we can perceive in the voice something that is not ensured in the body, and just the tone can indicate something. It's difficult often to put words, but by listening and listening again, there are the words that the person gonna say at one level, the words and the stories and the situation. But underlining of that, there is one thing that emerges all the time the same. And by listening, after 1 hour or more, there is the thing is coming, something is coming. And it's always surprising. It's like an indication. It's like in the voice of the person, at the unconscious level, the soul in a way knows, and also there is a kind of need that is not satisfied or a sufferance. And it creates something in the way the person expresses herself, like an undertone of something that is not well aligned and strong in the body, where you can feel when someone is genuinely at peace or really on inner power. There is something that resonates in you that makes you feeling that, and often by way of resonance make you be able to express that as well, to feel that as well inside of you. So from this, it's very important, and I spoke a lot about that. The pupsies are there. They stay there now. I cannot believe it. Right in the shade. Yeah, so from this, what is important, and I spoke a lot since 2020 about that, it's to really take care of yourself. To take care of yourself, to fulfill your needs, to rest, to give you goodness, to be tender with yourself, to push you a little bit sometimes, when, like I said before, you don't want to do something, but the thing is, it's like you imagine yourself, and I say always, imagination is image in action. So you imagine yourself after the thing resolved. And the way you imagine yourself after, this doesn't mean you don't live the present moment, but you live the present moment with something that is really elevating and not bringing you down. I remember when I was in psychanalysis, Jungian psychanalysis for years in Paris, my analyst was really amazing. We touched sometimes things really emotional, very deep. She always gave me a task for the week after, and she never let me go feeling down. Never. She always found the word. I think maybe because what I was speaking before, she was an amazing listener, and she was feeling behind the words what was the need that was not satisfied. And we did an amazing work together. And I resolved an issue in 9 months. But I continue with her because she was amazing, and I love to learn about, the metaphor and the symbols and all these things, the dreams, and it was fascinating. So, so this is, take care of yourself, because when you're going to take care of yourself, you satisfy your need, you're going to be on that way to be really incarnated. The thing is to be incarnated, to live the incarnation. We choose the body as it is. It's really to be in the body, and to enjoy by the senses the body. So to live the incarnation fully, fulfilling the basic human needs that we have. First, we have to identify them. And this was a work in symbolization practice, to identify the needs and to see how they were not met or satisfied and how it was possible to fulfill them. So this is something you can do by just pausing and just observing where something is like, not in balance, hurting, a little thing that is almost coming at the surface, but you don't know what it is. The fact to observe, this is going to change the dynamic of being observator. In the same time that you are present to your body can give you some signals, some things. It's really fascinating. This makes me think that now every evening since I discovered what I wanted to share with you, with Marc-Henri, biochemist, about water, as we are made of water, we can understand easily how is important the information that we have access to, or that we carry, or that we listen, and any kind of information, because water is a vehicle of information. So the way you think, this is going to go in your cells and in your water, and every cell going to be happy if you have very, I would say, positive. It's not saying, you have to be positive, no. But to have a view of a positive outcome of a difficult situation make a difference, then it's reconnect to inner power. And to observe that, it's already a step that you show to your subconscious that you are okay to go through, and that you are okay to also to receive messages or help or be guided. And it works wonderfully. You can have messengers or messages coming to you by totally unexpected way. It can be from inside. Suddenly you have a message. It's not like a thought. We can say it's a thought, an idea maybe, that comes, and it's so evident that there is no doubt possible. Or it can be someone that you cross, that asks you something, or that is arriving in your life totally unexpectedly, and will bring you one thing that is exactly the response of the thing you were wondering. Or you can go in the street or in a store, and you're going to see something written somewhere, and it's going to be what you have to read, to connect with your situation, and to have it's that. So it works like that, and it's really, really wonderful. But this is when you are present to yourself, and when you are present and in the same time observing yourself, you change the dynamic of the situation. When in consciousness, you decide when something is really troubling you, okay, this thing is troubling me, I put it in this beautiful vessel, and I put it on the side for 3 days, and I free my mind about this thing. And I let life unfold it at its own pace, and you could be amazed. But what you have to do, it is to have no doubt. It is to trust, to don't be on fears. This is very important, really important. So someone asked, I'm going to put, the website is mariacandidagentile.com. I'm going to put in the text under the video. And she's on Instagram, and from that you can go on the website as well, mariacandidagentile.com. So you will find it easily. Voila, so I don't know if you have other questions, but I wish you a very nice Sunday, and weeks and time is flying, and no question. The pups, I cannot believe they must be really in difficult situation with the heat, because I never saw them during the day like that, middle of the day, looking for water. Yesterday morning early, I didn't know the vessel under the tree was void, and I saw the baby Coyote coming and digging beside, because he knows the water is there, and he was looking for water. And after I realized that the vessel was empty, so I filled it, but I have to fill twice now during the day. And my bird is in very bad condition. I think he's losing his feathers because it's very hot, so he loses feathers, like, you know, dogs and cats are losing their hair when it's summer, and or other animals as well. So yesterday I found 2 or 3 feathers. He was coming here, and he's the beak totally open, drying. He's really like, it's very, very hard for them. Let's see. Yeah, you know, everywhere, it's not about the French culture. Everywhere, in every culture, you have people, very simple people who has a little bit of... It's for that, older people are very important. Because we have, as human beings, to go through experiences. It's the only way to live our life. It's human life is like that. It's by experimentation. It's all about that. So by sometimes wanting to avoid a situation, we cut ourselves an opportunity to experience something. And when you have this, I had this in mind very, very young, and I never felt guilty or regrets or things, because when you do the best you can, when you do what you feel it's right for you, there is a point where, how I can say that, it's an alignment with the experience you have to have, for many reasons, even if sometimes it brings you in tricky situation. It happened to me several times, but I assume I never felt I did a mistake. I always felt okay, because every time I learned something that I was never imagined, or that I would never learn if I was not in this or this or this, putting myself in this or this or this situation. So when you have in mind that there are no mistakes but just experimentation, it's just when you experiment that you can do the point. Say, okay, I experiment that, I don't like it very much. If you don't do it, you will never know. So you have to, sometimes, unfortunately, we go through things quite very intense. And this is also because we have this need of the soul, that is the need of intensity. It's one of the basic needs of human being. The need of intensity, it's very important. It can be satisfied by all the artistic expression, by sports, and some people are gonna find the way unfortunately, by addiction. But back of that, very often, is the need of intensity. Intensity because there is not feeling love very intense, or not felt very loved during childhood very intense, or maybe because the soul is pushing the being to discover a passion for something, be enthusiastic for something, meaning enthusiastic, meaning embracing God, meaning embracing their own divine essence and expressing that at their own way in this world, in the physical realm. And this is very important. It's for that I always put the accent that the importance of being all different and seeing things differently and bringing this to share this to the collective, because this gonna open more windows to others. It's really it's fascinating to me. We are not alone on a little planet, each of us separated. We are part of this big kind of ocean, and we are all full of water, and we are all droplets, even in the cosmos. It's not only the planet, it's even more. Nobody is insignificant. Everybody came there to live an experience. And this experience, joined together, are part, it's a process of the metamorphosis of the human race that is in perpetual mutation. And since many years, it has been an acceleration. And I want to see what is going on as positive, because it's a big step, I feel, in the evolution of human race. And we live really amazing times. It's difficult to see sometimes what we are seeing, what we are witnessing, but also a lot of good things are. The media shows us the difficult and bad things, but there are beautiful things. There are a lot of things, a lot of people who create more and more beautiful things, more and more things that can help others and to live better, to be better. There are good things everywhere. So, voila, how can you bring maybe even a tiny thing? It can be just a little cake or a little toast with something good on to your neighbor, you know. It's not obliged to be like an amazing invention, just something that makes someone else happy, and maybe a smile to share in the street or something like that. It makes a difference. Voila, I let you, and I wish you a very good Sunday, and at next time, next week, I hope we will not be cut like we've been with Marc-Henri. We're gonna try again. I'm gonna find a solution. Next Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, my time, and 8 p.m. in France, sorry. We're going to have a video live with Nathalie Théo, and we're going to speak about something she was part of and experimented in Peru like 2 weeks ago, not for the solstice on 21st, about the golden portal in Peru that opened. And she's going to tell what she felt, how a little bit about her experience there, and what she realized from that. And it's quite really interesting. And maybe she will tell you about her future projects that are very interesting too, and that I think I'm going to be part of that. Some amazing trips. Voila! Now it's good. Bye-bye. Bye.